So I've been watching all the reviews on Steel City Interactive's Undisputed, and a lot of them are upset, a lot of them are frustrated, a lot of them are rants, and they're completely, totally understandable. So a lot of things that are questionable and not good about the game. I won't get too deep into it. Tried to shoot a video earlier and it turned into just a depressed rant that lasted for over like 20, 30 minutes. I was like, that's ridiculous. Let's just be objective. Let's call it what it is. I've been in a boxing ring. I'm not a fighter. I'm not a coach, but I know how to box. I punch on the move, as a lot of fighters do. Being under 6 feet tall and not as athletically gifted as a lot of people are, timing and speed are of the essence. So you cannot tell me that the input delay as it is right now in Undisputed is something that you should have to work around. I'm not trying to compare it to Fight Night. I won't do that. Fight Night had many, many flaws. Mechanically, though, when I pressed the button or flicked the stick, my fighter threw the punch I told him to throw. You're able to punch on the move. The weaving is effective. The blocking was effective. I don't know really how to put it in a way that would make somebody that likes the game understand that I'm trying to be objective here. When I hold the right trigger to block, like I use the Philly shell. I like using the Philly shell in video games. It's ineffective. And you can weave and you can bob and weave and lean sideways and do all that stuff. It's just not effective. It's not as effective as it should be. Not only that, but just the lag and the input delay especially for the combos. Fighters throw lightning fast, multi-punch combos pretty much with little effort in real life. Boxing is not a puzzle or a board game where there are certain tiers, and then within those tiers, certain conditions need to be met before you can get off a fast combo or a lightning fast power punch. It doesn't work like that. It's a high stakes, high speed chess match inside of a pressure cooker where your decision making has to be fast, your reaction time has to be fast, and your punches have to be faster. So like I said, while I'm not trying to compare it to Fight Night, I shouldn't be longing for the mechanics from a game that came out 3 presidents, 2 console generations ago. I think that's pretty pathetic. Like I said, want to be objective, but I think that's pretty sad and pathetic. With the career being good, and Fight Now being okay, and you can adjust the settings to your liking and Fight Now. But when you go online, the game is pretty much unplayable. And I think I've broken even. I'm like 16 and 17 or 17 and 17 online, something like that. Hey, might not be that good, online, but I don't think a lot of it is my fault. I'm just gonna be straight up about it. And I see fighters with really good records, man. Another thing, I see people going, 95 and 10 and 100 wins and 6 losses, and I'm like, hey man, good on you, bro. You figured the system out. And this game shouldn't be an arcade simulation. It should be it shouldn't be an arcade style game. It should be a real life simulation of boxing. In real life boxing, you have what's called a moving puncher. Muhammad Ali was a moving puncher. Tyson Fury is a moving puncher. These guys rarely plant and throw punches. They punch while weaving. They punch on the move. Even when they're on the ropes, they're punching while they're rotating their body around. Throwing body punches with the left bumper, I just think that's a little off. I think that's a little ridiculous. I don't see a problem with adding in, the option to modify my controls. I don't understand why that's not, present in 2024. I shouldn't be cemented in one spot when I decide to throw a combo. I should be able to throw any punch I want to from any direction while moving in any direction, even while changing directions. When I hit my left stick to go in a certain direction, I should be able to throw my punches while getting away. Fighters can do that. Boxers can do that. This is not a boxing simulation. I don't know what the fuck you call it, but it's not that. Boxers are really talented. And like I said, it's a science. It's not a puzzle. Okay. I shouldn't have to, meet a certain condition or go to and be in a certain spot or be a certain way to be able to throw my punches. That's kind of painting me into a corner with that. So I won't get too deep on that. Another thing I want to speak on really quickly is the immersion of the boxing world, or lack thereof, in Undisputed. You box, you go online, you fight, and that's it. It's 2024. All right. There's no story mode. There's no interactive mode. There's no open world environment. Clothing stores, accessory stores, vehicles, the option to buy a place of residence, an apartment, a regular house, a mansion. You're going to end up making a lot of money if you're a successful fighter, and you should have things to spend that money on. You're going to make connections in the boxing world. You're going to meet managers, fans, friends, girlfriends. You're going to meet scammers. You're going to meet crooked promoters. You're going to meet all kinds of people. Some of these things need to be added into the game. Another thing that could be added to career mode, because it's like I said, it's well put together. But after my career, when I get ready to retire, that $5-6 million or whatever you end up with at the end of career mode, you should be able to spend some of that to start up a promotional brand or an equipment brand, a clothing brand that, you can wear in fights. You get to design it. You should be able to design it yourself. You should be able to sign fighters. You should be able to go back into your career mode that you retired from, become a promoter, and sign fighters from the current fighters list. And then your records and your belts and all that stuff, the history of your career will still be there up on the boards, and you'll be able to look at that all the time. And that will play a role in your fame and notoriety as a promoter. And that'll decide, the level of favor that you have with fighters, and that'll play a role in them wanting to or not wanting to sign with you. It's pretty simple stuff. Where are the visionaries? Where are the people who sit down and come up with ideas, who brainstorm these types of things? Where's the passion for making video games? Where are the people who sit down and say, how do we make this game great? I think they all got fired, and the people who got hired were people who sit down and say, how do we make the most money for doing the least amount of work and putting the least amount of passion, effort, and tact and skill into creating this game? If I'm the CEO, if I'm the lead programmer, whoever the designer is, they need a promotion, they need a raise. The programmers, however, and I don't know anything about programming, but the programming is not good. The referee's talking to me before, he's asking me if I'm okay before I even get up off the fucking mat. What is that? That doesn't happen for real. The referee's counting when you're down on the mat. It's the same animation over and over when you knock somebody out. They try to stand up, they trip, and then they fall down. You get knocked down in the corner, you wake up in the middle of the ring. Where are the ring card girls? Why is the referee only visible after a knockdown? Where are the robes? Fighters wear robes. Fighters have conversations with people. There are other promoters trying to steal you away from your current promotion or buy out your contract. And that's a piece of that is already in the game. You know what I mean? You can cancel your cut man, your manager, coach, or whatever, and hire new coaches and stuff. Adding a promotion aspect to career mode, and then being able to take that promotion out of career mode and use those items, in the game and fight now, and, take some of the fighters that you signed into an online, mode, and to be able to fight online with your created fighter and the fighters that you have under your brand. And all of that stuff can, add to your brand. All that stuff will be associated with your brand. You can have promotion rankings, kind of like gyms in Fight Night, but just a better idea, a better version of it. None of this stuff exists. Nobody sat down and said, how do we make this game great? How do we capture the life of a boxer who fights a career and decides that he's not done. He wants to promote. He wants to start businesses. He wants to sign fighters. He wants to create champions, create a stable of champions. He wants to go down as a legendary boxer and a legendary boxing mind. The boxing life, just doesn't happen. Nobody thought of any of this stuff. Cutscenes. Let's talk about that. While it's not a must, I think we can do a little bit better than you won the belt. Congratulations. Just a little blip on the screen. Belt won. SCI Intercontinental title. And then on to the next thing. They don't even show you like the emotion. The emotion is not captured in the game. Me holding my belt just with the look like I made it. Like I'm the champ now. Like holding the belt up, going crazy. Your family running in the ring. Your girlfriend, your brother, sister, whoever. People running in the ring, hugging you. Your coach, they holding you up in the air. You got the belt. Where are the fighter call outs? You know, you should just make it. It doesn't have to be a full on story. You can make it a revolving sort of atmosphere of actions. Every now and again, a fighter calls you out. Every now and again, you get a phone call from somebody saying, hey, you want to catch weight fight? You want to go up to light heavyweight instead of staying at middleweight? You want to unify titles in different weight classes? You want to do, this, you want to do that. You want to sponsor this brand. You want to endorse this brand, this product, or you want to go out on your own, spend your own money. I can partner you up with some people. You can come out with your own brand. Like, where's the end game? That's enough ranting, man. I'm going on 12 minutes. I tried to cut this and make it shorter, but that's not even the tip of the iceberg. That's just the tip of the iceberg, bro. It's so many problems with this game. They far outshine the good. Some big pluses with Undisputed. Looks great. And if the timing wasn't so bad with the punches and they didn't look so weird and crazy and the hit detection wasn't so ridiculous, this game could be, the potential this game has is unfathomable. This could be the greatest boxing game ever if you guys take it seriously, sit down and fucking fix it. It really can be, bro. Like, we don't want a boxing game. We want a great boxing game. All right. And I'm not going to settle. People shouldn't settle for something just because it's the only version of it. That's what happened with 2K. And look how shitty that franchise has become. That's what happened with Madden. Look how shitty that franchise has become. So, I mean, I don't know where we go from here, man. Hopefully they at least patched or at least are working on patching the input delay and, having conversations about being able to punch while you're on the move and fixing the online. I don't even know where to start with fixing that shit. It's busted. I'm going to get up out of here, man. This is a little bit of a breath away from my normal content, but, I play a lot of games and I'm into a lot of shit. So every now and again, you'll see me pop up with something, related to what I'm doing at the moment. This is Dark P, the host with Corrosive Toast, signing off, a.k.a. Fred Krueger. Y'all be easy, be smooth, take care of yourselves and each other, and fix this fucking game. It needs to be fixed.